This discount merchant is for members who want to go somewhere unique. We are at John's Hall Adventure Tours, and joining me is the manager of this property, Mr. Paul Morrison. Mr. Morrison, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And we want to say a special welcome to JNTV.
Oh, yes, thanks.
And I want us to start with the history of John's Hall Adventure Tours because it's such a historical place. There's so many attractions here. So just tell us about that.
Okay, John's All Adventure Tours actually was established in 1999 by our owner and operator, Mr. Don Brooks. And it started as a farm tour. And since that time, it has evolved into what you're actually seeing here today, to include other aspects of, to include um, a basic school from the community. And we also involved taking a tour to the parish church in the town. But it's a tour that normally lasts for approximately 4 hours. But when you come here, you realize that there are things here that we usually bring your mind back to from way back, maybe 200 years ago, what life used to be in Jamaica. And there are a lot of people around who are not aware of most of these things. So you find that it is always intriguing to them to really be brought back to some of these things.
Great. And I know, especially for JN viewers who are Jamaicans, I'm a Jamaican, and coming here, I've seen so many things I'm not accustomed to. Especially, there's a pig, and it's the biggest pig I've ever seen. So tell us more about the animals that you have here.
Okay. Right now, we have got, as you mentioned, David, it's a 2-year-old pig. And we have, I think you saw some peafowls.
Yes.
And we have most of the birds that are endemic to Jamaica. You'll find them here. And what we're trying to do is to ensure that you can get up close to them when you get here and feed the birds. And the birds like to be fed, I can tell you that. And of course, there are some other animals that we're actually planning to put in place that we haven't got as yet.
Yes.
So within the next 6 months or so, it's going to be a completely different experience with the added animals that we plan to put in place.
And JNTV will be back to have that whole new experience.
Absolutely.
But for now, we're still having a fun time here at John Hall. But what I want you to mention for me is just the affordability of such an experience.
Absolutely affordable.
Mm-hmm.
When you compare with other places offer, with what we are offering, I would say that we are the most affordable. Um, for our visitors to the island, we usually give them a tour, which is we pick them up at the hotels, and we take them to, as I mentioned before, the parish church in the town. We take them to a basic school, and they come here, and they are able to sample the various foods that we have available here, and lunch is included.
And a very delicious lunch. We're talking about ackee and sawfish, callaloo, breadfruit, the whole works.
Mm-hmm.
And also to mention, our Jamaica National customers and their card, their very special card that gets them discounts wherever they go, especially to John Hall's Adventure Tours. So you want to just tell them about that discount that they get?
Oh yes, Jane customers, I think there is a 10% discount across the board, but it also depends on if there's a group of them coming,
Mm-hmm.
and also depends on the age group. That will determine how special they'll be treated.
And we want to mention to church groups, any kind of group you can come up with, come down and have a great day here.
Absolutely.
And your contact information, because our viewers are watching, they want to experience what I've been experiencing since day. So share that with us.
Okay. For you to make contact with us at John's All Adventure Tours, you can call us at 971-6958 or 971-7776, or you may email us at johnsalltours@hotmail.com, or you may visit our website at johnsalladventuretours.com.
Perfect. Now, just to end, everything I never got to say, I want you to just tell our viewers why this summer they have to come down to St. James and visit John's Hall Adventure Tours.
Okay. When you visit John's All Adventure Tours, the experience here will be one of a kind. There's absolutely um, nothing that you experience here that you'll experience anywhere else when you visit John's Hall. For example, as you mentioned before, the various animals that you saw, and you'll be able to interact with some of these animals if you so wish to do so. Because, as a matter of fact, even the peacocks, you they will allow you to feed them if you're that brave. Okay, and of course, the birds in the aviary, you'll be able to feed them. But when you come up and you sit down in our dining area to have your lunch, you mentioned, of course, ackee and saltfish, and then the ackee and saltfish is something you will always get here. We are the only place that you can guarantee to get ackee and saltfish all year round. Okay, there's the gift shop where we have on display every single thing that you see in our gift shop are Jamaican products, products that are made right here in Johns Hall. We utilize some of our local craftsmen here to make things from the gourd, the bamboo, the garments that you see here are made by Miss Olive. She actually makes them herself. And of course, if you see something that you like, and if it is too big or too small, she'll make the requisite adjustment, and you'll be able to take that back with you. It is breathtaking. And of course, the open concept in the dining area where it gets very cool naturally. And most times when you're here with us, you don't want to leave.
Perfectly said. And Mr. Morrison, I just want to thank you so much for having us all here. It was such an experience, and I know that our JN customers will enjoy that experience when they come down. So continue to take care of yourself, and JN wishes you all the best.
Thank you very much for coming. It was a pleasure having you guys here.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison.